Hello, welcome to the KHGN studio. I'm Corey Ryan. Today we're going on location to see one of the many new and exciting programs we offer at our fabulous campuses. Our cameras had the opportunity to stop by Jefferson Elementary to visit with a new before-school activities program that has created quite a buzz across HCISD.
So if we wanted to say we are students, we would say, Woman-Sure-Schwation. Okay, everybody ready? Woman-Sure-Schwation. Do it again. Woman-Sure-Schwation.
It was standing room only this morning for Mr. Todd Childers' Mandarin Chinese program, available for all Jefferson Elementary students Wednesday through Friday mornings.
See the tones? 再见.
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 And when I was learning Chinese, we could only learn up to 300 characters because there's literally thousands of them. And there's a long version and a short version. And we could only do 300. And we would have to draw the things and give them to the instructor. And of course, again, if they're not drawn right, they would just, oh man, they would get all over us for that. So,
Mr. Childers came back to HCISD after teaching with Edinburgh School District for the past 3 years. A South Carolina native, Mr. Childers made his way to the Rio Grande Valley 7 years ago when he and his wife, a McAllen native, decided to move here.
And we're going to learn this because the more we practice it, the more you'll get it in your head.
You know, he came forward and said, you know what, I speak Mandarin. I'd like to start a class. I said, wow. I said, you know, can I do it during morning activities, open it up for anybody that wants to come? And that's how it started. You know, he volunteered to do this, and I think this is the fourth class meeting. I think they met last week for 3 days. Unfortunately, he's only here 3 days. You know, we share him with another campus, and hopefully one day he'll be here full time.
See, I'm just doing that from my stomach. Thou.
Mr. Childers learned Chinese while serving our country in the U.S. Air Force, where he worked as a Chinese cryptologic linguist. He studied the language at the Defense Language Institute in California before he headed overseas to South Korea, where he was stationed for 1 year.
Ni hao.
It sounded nice, it sounded neat, but it sounded difficult, you know. And plus, you know, where are you going to find a teacher, which I guess is the biggest problem. I guess the good Lord just sent Mr. Childers to us, and then he volunteered to do this, and here we go.
Jefferson Elementary has shown that it can be done. They're the oasis in the desert. And what we understand is by being the oasis in the desert, that they understand that they've got to be the best in the state of Texas. And how do they do that? Mandarin Chinese. So again, when things are innovative for some campuses, that's just the way it is at Jefferson. So what we want in the Harlingen CISD is for all to understand the importance, and I'm not just proud of Jefferson, I'm proud of all our elementary schools, but the initiative that Mr. Olivo and his staff have shown throughout the years is a bellwether for the rest of the Harlingen School District. That's great, that's great. Keep up the great work. I'm proud of you. You guys are trailblazers. You know what a trailblazer is? Someone that sets the course for others to walk. Y'all are setting a new path, and others will walk on that. In this district, you guys at Jefferson will be able, there are 17 other elementary schools. Do you know that? 17, and you guys are the trailblazers. Y'all are making a new path of excellence. That's why Mr. Olivo says, Jefferson Elementary, the best what?
State of Texas.
Oh, you can do better than that. Come on.
Jefferson Elementary is the best what?
In the state of Texas.
You know, where we live in the Rio Grande Valley, Spanish obviously is a language that a lot of our students speak. The proximity to Mexico, you know, is a great advantage for us as well because it also highlights a global economy. And in the context of learning English, first of all, we have to master the English language. So in the Harlingen CISD, we understand that. But we also know that the more languages you learn or know, the better you'll be in the future. Because we are in a global world now. We don't any longer compete with only students from across the valley in the state. We're actually competing with students from across the world. So with that being said, the acquisition of a third language, such as Mandarin Chinese, is really critical because the growth rate of China is immense, and also the fact that business is booming, and there's a lot of trade. We export a lot and we import a lot from China. So having said that, knowing that language in addition to English and Spanish makes our students prime and ready at a very, very advantageous state for us to be very successful with our students.
And then we're going to say good night. One on Harlingen.
One on Harlingen.
One on Harlingen.
One on Harlingen.
And Zai Jin Harlingen.
Zai Jin Harlingen.
Wow, those students are great. They're already grasping a new language, and only after a few weeks. I saw some of the students greeting Mr. Olivo in Chinese while I was on campus. I know they will have the language down pat soon. They are just one example of how talented our students really are. Be sure to check out KHGN's new website, accessible through the HCISD homepage, for all your school district news. There, you can find photo galleries, news articles, videos, blogs, and so much more. It's just one of the exciting new ways KHGN Communication Services is reaching out to the HCISD community.